It's no secret that boxing has a wider range of boxing techniques than MMA, whether we're talking blocking, parrying, counters, head movement. And unfortunately, not all of these techniques translate very well into MMA, especially blocking and head movement, and that's why fighters rely more on footwork. But if there's one technique that I think should be utilized more, and the very few fighters that do incorporate this into their game just don't do it that exceptionally well. But if there's one fighter that I think specializes in it and is arguably the best at check left hooks in the UFC, it's Carlos Ulberg. Not left hook. Alex Pereira has the greatest left hook in MMA history. And if both their left hooks could speak, Carlos Ulberg's one would say, I want to kill you, and I can. Alex's one would be like, I want to kill you, and I will. So the difference is Alex Pereira's left hook is more dictative. Carlos Ulberg capitalizes on your mistakes. That's why it's called a check left hook. As your opponent's blitzing in, you throw that left hook whilst pivoting out of the way. I like to use this analogy to describe Carlos's check left hook. Blitzing Carlos is willfully walking into the abyss. You're willfully selling your soul to Baphomet. I don't know how much film you need to study to know that it's probably not the wisest decision to blitz Carlos. But what makes it so frustrating is not only does this guy have knockout power and is pinpoint accurate, he just so happens to be a city kickboxing guy, which means he's a very good point fighter, and his low kicks are what set him apart. It's not that they're powerful, he just uses them very well to outpoint his opponents. And that's how he was able to beat guys like Volkan Ozdemir and Jan Blachowicz. I did expect Volkan to get knocked out because I remember I was watching that fight with my brother and he did land it at some point, but it just didn't knock him out. So I guess Volkan's chin checked out. And then when he went up against Jan Blachowicz, for some reason, Jan did not get knocked out and some people thought he won the fight. I think it was competitive, but the simple fact that he didn't get knocked out was a shock to me because last time I checked, he's like 70 years old. I was more than certain that Carlos Ulberg was going to knock out Dominic Reyes because not only is he a way better point fighter, I also think Dominic Reyes can be impatient. And ironically, that same impatience was what helped him arguably beat John Jones. But this is MMA, and MMA math doesn't work. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about Carlos Ulberg in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.